Hello, and welcome back to Women for Wealth. So, today I want to talk about budgeting and how you can treat yourself. So, we want to live a wealthy life. We don't, focusing on rich, whatever. Rich means you got money. You want more than just money. You don't want to just be rich, you want to be wealthy. And to have a wealthy life, you have to make sure that you have a budget that you can treat yourself occasionally. Because, living a wealthy life is having freedom, having choices, and being able to really enjoy your life. So let's focus on that. How can we do that? I mean, between inflation, tariffs, a tighter job market, everyone's tightening their belts right now. In a Yahoo Finance Mars poll, over half of Americans are eating out less, nearly half are cutting back on clothes, and 39% are skipping travel. The frugal era is real. So that brings the question up. Can I treat myself even when I'm sticking to a tight budget? And some of you are on a no buy journey, and it's okay, every once in a while to break the rules and say, strategically, I can treat myself. Because treating yourself the right way can actually help you stay on track with financial goals. Every once in a while, you need to make sure you give yourself a Cersei, just something little, some little gift, something small. If your thing is wine, buy you a nice bottle of wine when you meet a certain finance goal, or you invest a certain amount, or you save up 20% on your dream home. Whatever it is that you are putting your financial plan in place for, and whatever your goals are, you want to be able to have a guilt-free indulgence. You want to celebrate your wins. If you landed a new job, if you met a debt payoff milestone, maybe you like a certain food. Maybe you enjoy Indian cuisine. So you're going to get to go out for lunch or brunch, and you're going to have a little celebration. And that's going to help reinforce your good money habits. So spending money can actually help you to save money because you're rewarding yourself for good behavior. And that's the key. You want to reward yourself for the good behavior. If you're constantly doing little things and going out to eat and buying stuff for yourself, you're not really changing behavior with that. And so you need to focus on rewarding yourself for positive behaviors. So when you do meet one of these goals, if you pay off debt, reward yourself, get a Cersei, go out to eat, whatever you want to do. Also, think about your mental health. It's great to save money. It's great to plan for the future. It's great to have financial independence. But if having your budget is causing anxiety and stressing you out, you need to focus on your mental health too. You need to balance that out. So maybe you want to get a massage. Maybe you want to go to a therapy session, maybe group counseling. Investing in a better mattress even can reduce stress because you get better sleep. When your mind is right, your money moves and flows with what you're thinking. What you think, what you say, what you feel is translated in what you do. So make sure you have good, positive mental health and you have a positive outlook around money. And number three, use treats to release pressure. Too much restriction can backfire. A $10 treat might save you from spending $200 in a spiral. So give yourself a small pressure valve. Give yourself a way to release, and get rid of a little bit of that pressure and anxiety and stress. Because pressure, anxiety, and stress is not building and living a wealthy lifestyle. A wealthy lifestyle is about having flexibility, independence, choices, and so that's what you're going to focus on. And mental health is part of that. Occasionally, you're going to intentionally treat yourself because you just want to have joy in your life. It's if you spend $20 on something, you're not going to derail your entire finances. Just make it smart. Don't go on a, extravagant spending. Don't do retail therapy and spend hundreds of dollars when you're trying to pay off debt. But, if you really enjoy a good chocolate or something, maybe you want to spend $10 on a thing of chocolate covered strawberries. I don't know. That's one of the things I enjoy. I love chocolate covered strawberries with a Sauvignon Blanc wine to go with it. That's one of the things that makes me happy. I treat myself about once a year to that. It's not very often. So when should you hold off on giving yourself Cersei's or little treats? If it's going to add debt, A treat should make you feel good. It shouldn't add anxiety. If it's putting you further behind, hit pause and maybe you do a no spend month, and you make it where it's a reward for good behavior. If little indulgences become a habit, such as coffee, Uber, Amazon hauls, those things add up fast. If it's a habit, if you're doing it often, you need to break that habit. You don't need the dopamine hit from shopping. Emotional spending and retail therapy can lead to addictive cycles. And you want to break that. You're not chasing trends. You're not missing out if you don't buy something on sale. Don't worry about FOMO. If something's on sale, that doesn't mean you need to buy it. Just because it's on sale and you can save money on it, if you don't need it, don't buy it. Don't buy it just because it's on sale if you don't need it. A want that's on sale is still a waste, in my opinion. So, how do you treat yourself without sabotaging your budget? Number one, budget for it. Have a line item in your budget called fun money. Even if it's just $20 a month, just something to help you feel like you're not deprived while you're working on your plan to wealth. Number two, make it rare. If you treat yourself too often, it loses meaning. Space it out so it stays special. Number three, get creative. Take a bowl bath, visit a free museum, journal outside. Some of the best treats are free. Number four, check in before you spend. Is this purchase filling a real need or an emotional gap? You don't want to do emotional spending. You want to have, logic, and you want to have hard facts and data behind your budget and what you're spending, and you want to have your goal targets, and you want to pay off your debt, and you want to live your life to the fullest and the best that you can, but you don't want spending to be an emotional scapegoat. If you're struggling with something and you're using retail therapy, maybe look at getting some, therapy, some counseling, go to a group, somebody you can talk to, so you can break the emotional tie to money. Money is a tool. That is all it is. Money is a tool that helps you live the life you want to live. If you attach emotions to money, you are going to have a bad relationship with money and it's not going to go well. Number five, choose experiences over things. Now, this ties back into my gift giving. Don't buy stuff. Stuff goes out of fashion. Stuff has to be stored. Stuff around your house can be stressful. You don't want to buy stuff. Spend your money on experiences. If you want to go on a vacation once a year with your family, save that money, set it aside, and then go on vacation. And, if you budget $2,000 on vacation, spend all $2,000 because you've budgeted it. You're doing what you're supposed to do with your budget, and there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to enjoy it. Take your $2,000 vacation, break it into weekly savings goals, plan ahead. If you plan ahead, you've got that money set aside, you are guilt free. You are having the best vacation ever. You're building memories, you're experiencing different things. And I think that's great, and that's what you want. You want to live a wealthy life. You want to have choices. You want to have the ability to do things guilt free. So let me know in the comments below. What's your favorite way to treat yourself without blowing your budget? Living a wealthy lifestyle is not about deprivation, it's about empowered choices. If this resonates with you, let me know, like, follow, share, and let's continue to talk more real talk about money mindset and financial freedom. Until next time, I wish you health and wealth.